Hello class, my name is Yuri, and today I'm going to be helping out Alejandro right here, my brother, in lower body resistance training. Today we're going to help mainly work out his quadriceps, his hamstrings, a little bit of calves, and also the hips too. It's a fairly easy workout, has around like 5 exercises, and it's not going to be too much intensity for him. This is mainly just to help out the lower body in resistance and to get him going. So for warm up, he's going to start running on the treadmill just for 5 minutes, get things going for him, stretch out the lower body leg muscles too, and then we'll start the exercises. So you get that treadmill running, nothing too intense, just a little bit of walking, jogging for 5 minutes, and then we move on. Right now, he's walking on the treadmill. It's nothing too hard, just something to get the body going. Alright, now that he's done with the treadmill, he's ready to begin his stretching exercises. It's just your basic stretching exercises, reaching down to your toes, pulling your legs up, butterflies, simple stretches like that. Notice how he's reaching down to his toes, stretching out his hamstrings right there. Just for around 10 seconds, and he's good. Then he can start pulling each leg up, hold it for around 10 seconds each. Move on to the next leg. Make sure his legs are nice and ready to go for the exercise he's about to do. That specifically focuses on resistance training. He can also do Pilates if he wants to. Make sure his hip is also good. Keep it going. You can also do butterflies if you want to. And that's good. Now we're ready to begin our first exercise. Here we have our first exercise, which is leg extension. This is going to focus on the quadriceps, and it's a basic leg resistance training exercise. He's going to do 10 extensions, all the way from 90 degrees, all the way up high, and 2 reps of it, with a 30-second pause between both of them. You're currently set at 25 pounds. You can set it at whatever weight you want, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Obviously, if this is your first time doing it, you want to set it at a low weight. Start things easy as you move on. Doing these more frequently, you can start moving with higher weights as you start building resistance to it and holding more weights. Now you can start. Make sure you hold on to the pedals on the sides and you extend your legs all the way. Very good. We're going to do 10 minutes. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. You can pick up the pace a little bit if you want. Obviously, if you don't feel comfortable with it, you can keep the pace you like. 6. 7. Notice how he's extending his legs all the way. You want to make sure you get them all the way up under him. Straight line. That's good. Now we can take around a 30-second minute pause before he begins the second set. Especially using equipment like these, it's very, very, very important to follow the perfect procedure and just to make sure you're in the proper posture, because even with equipment like these, you have a risk of injury, not only if you do a wrong movement, but also with heavy parts of it, you never know what can happen. So it's very, very important to use the right posture and to do the exercise exactly how it's intended to. Alright, whenever you're ready, you can begin the second set. Exactly like you did with the first one. Let's do. Arms holding on the entire time. 3. 4. 6. Make sure you're Alright, good. We're ready to move on to the second exercise. You can take a short rest between each exercise, around 1 or 2 minutes. Alright, we're ready to begin the next exercise, which is a leg curl. This is going to work on mainly hamstrings, some lower biceps, and also buttocks. So for this one, it's going to be the same thing. 10 extensions for 2 sets, a 30-second break between each one. He right now has a set of 20 pounds again. You can set it at whatever weight you feel comfortable with. And the goal is to get your legs to go all the way up to form a 90-degree angle with the ground. I'll let him know if he's doing the procedure as he should be doing. Alright, begin. Perfect. Keep going. Make sure to always keep forming an adequate angle. Holding on to the bar here in front the entire time. Keep count of how many you're doing. Try to keep it just a little bit more. That's 10? Okay. By now he's taking a little bit of a break, 30 seconds to a minute. Once again, with equipment like these, always be extremely careful. You never know what sort of injury can happen. Okay, whenever you're ready. Notice how he's not putting his head all the way down. He keeps it a little bit up. Try not to extend too far into it if that's okay. This is a great exercise for the hamstring. Our third exercise right here, after he's taken the rest from the leg curls, is lunges all across. It can be any sort of fixed distance, it could be some sort of a lap. For right now, we're just going to keep things simple. Do it from here to the end of the gym and back, just once, because this is also kind of an intense workout. The key to lunges is doing it in the correct form. This is going to mainly work out, once again, the quadriceps, the hamstrings, sometimes the hips. But you have to do lunges in a very proper and adequate way. Notice how he's going to do the correct form of lunges. He goes all the way down, forming a 90-degree angle with each part as he walks all across the hall. When he does the lunges, he goes down and he uses the foot that is at a 90-degree angle as such to bring himself back up. And he's doing them all across the hall and back. He's doing a lap between the equipment in the middle. He puts his arms to the side, always forming a 90-degree angle, his knee touching the ground. And he uses the foot that he brings down to bring himself back up and keeps going alternating feet. And that's how you do lunges. After the lunges and taking a break, we're ready to begin our fourth exercise, which is going to work out the calves. And that's going to be ankle circles. This is a fairly simple exercise. It's not really involved. All you have to do is hold yourself on a sturdy object, and he's going to show you what to do. You lift your heel around 2 inches, and you start spinning your ankle around. He's going to keep doing this for 30 seconds with one leg, take a short break in between, and start doing it with the other leg. This is working out the calves. Make sure your heel does not spin around. Always keep it in place and just spin around your ankle. Use your big toe to spin around. Lower your heel, only 2 inches off the ground. Once you're done with your right, you can take a short break and begin your left leg. It's important to cover all the muscles when you're doing lower body resistance training. Obviously some days you want to target more muscles than the others, but this helps him to get in the rhythm to focus on all the legs, not just on the quadriceps and hamstring, so that you can be in shape. Keep your big toe, make sure it doesn't drift away. Make sure you're doing it for 30 seconds. And that's good. And we're ready to move on to our fifth exercise. After the ankle circles, which works out the calves, we're ready to begin our final exercise, which is the leg press. This also works out primarily the glutes, the quadriceps, and the hamstrings, and it involves this equipment right here, which once again, always take precaution when using equipment. The weight can be adjusted to whatever exactly wants. This is primarily for someone who's not really doing much leg resistance. You might want to use a lower weight. He's going to be using 40 pounds, and it's going to be the same as the other exercises used in the leg equipment before. 10 motions with the equipment, 10 reps for 2 sets. Alright, so when he's ready, he can begin. All he has to do is extend all the way to form a perfect 180-degree angle with his legs, and keep going for 10 times. Make sure he's holding on to the handlebars at the sides, keep his back straight. Keep your head a little bit tilted up, not all the way back. Or he can keep his head all the way tilted back. Just make sure your back is not bending forward. Keep going. Take a 30-second, a minute break. It's important to keep proper posture all the time, especially your back, because in equipment like these, obviously you have to use your upper body somewhat to support the conditioning that your lower body does. And you can begin again, because you don't want to injure your upper back or anything. It's perfect. Awesome. He's doing everything correctly right now. He's extending his legs all the way through, not forming any sort of weird angles when going up. If it's reaching difficulty, you can always adjust it to a lower rate, and he's done. And we're ready to move on to our cool down phase. For the cool down, he's using the bike machine. Obviously, whenever you do exercises like these, you don't want to stop abruptly. You want to transition into a resting phase the adequate way. He's just using the bike on low intensity for around 5 minutes is good enough. And once he's done with it, he's ready to go. He's completed his leg resistance program. Obviously, with time, you can do this multiple times a week. Focus on different parts of the body, not just legs. Obviously, in order to be in shape, you have to focus on all parts of the body. But as time goes along, he can begin doing greater weights, more reps, more sets. The reps and the sets obviously can vary if you're doing this for the first time, depending if you really are in shape or not. And as time goes along, he'll move towards the goal that he wants to, reaching the adequate body shape that he wants.